My final guest today is without doubt Britain's smoothest actor. Big screen roles include Empire of the Sun, A Passage to India and Chariots of Fire, which earned him a BAFTA nomination. On the small screen, he was the charmer and a class act in the comedy Don't Wait Up. Now, though, it's the wonderful world of Doctor Who occupying his time.
We are here today to witness the marriage of Sarah Jane Smith and Peter Anthony Dalton. Now, I have to ask this question. If any person can show just cause or impediment why they may not be joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace.
Stop this wedding now! Please welcome Nigel Havers. It takes a special kind of man to have his wedding stopped by Doctor Who.
I tell you, it was the most scary thing. I'm amazed that the kids can watch it because it scared the hell out of me doing it. But to be there with Doctor Who, one of the highlights of my entire career, seriously, because I'm a great fan and David Tennant is just so brilliant, and to have him come and stop my wedding.
Well, you will now, of course, have to go to these conventions where anybody who's ever been in takes on stratospheric style.
I'm not sure about that, but I'm a great fan of David's, and he's brilliant. And I wanted to play Doctor Who myself.
So
you
you've
never
got
know
next
one
best
day.
thing now.
Kidding. I don't know. I'm a bit too old now.
So tell us about the guy you're playing who's about to marry Sarah Jane
Yes,
Smith.
Oh, I have to be quite careful because I mustn't give too much away. But I fall in love with Sarah Jane, and then we just about to get married, and then something really scary happens.
After that bit,
really scary, and then I'm not quite the person I seem to be.
Oh. It's not one of those Harry Potter moments where he pulls the thing off and you're, oh, how exciting.
I can't say any more.
No. There's going to be a lot today that we can't talk about, I suspect.
Yes, quite a lot.
But a great treat to be involved in something.
Yes, I just love every second of it, and it's so well filmed and cared for, and the attention to detail is fantastic, and again, to have David come and do that bit for that episode is just, mind-boggling.
Now, you always seem to be saddled with... I can never imagine you playing a dustman, or all right, mate, sort of talking like that.
I don't know why. I've always wanted to be a dustman. But no one ever...
John Gielgud never did play the dustman either. He always played something. Even Butlers were aristocratic. Yes. So you get used to... Do you mind being thought of as a bit of a rogue or a bit of a cad?
I don't mind that at all, as long as I'm thought of. Actually, talking of playing a dustman, years ago there was a company called the Actors Company, and Ian McKellen was one of the leading members of it, and the whole point of it was that you could play Hamlet one week, and for instance the Footman the next week, and they were discussing this very thing, and they said Ian McKellen is playing Hamlet next month, and the month after he will be playing the Footman. And there was a pause, and then the man said, but the play is called The Footman. So I kind of... if the play was called... If the film was called The Dustman, I would very much like to be the dustman.
Well, not only are you joining me...
You always cut that bit out.
No, not at all. It's all going straight out, mate. We don't cut anything here. We never stop for anybody. No, but not only are you joining one institution, you are joining, Lady Bratton might say rather carelessly, two institutions.
Yes.
You are about to feature, and I gather you've been filming for a week and a half now, I think,
yes,
in Coronation Street.
I know.
Well, how's your Mancunian accent?
No, I don't have to do that. No. But that's the second highlight of my career, Doctor Who, and now Coronation. I've always wanted to be in Coronation Street, seriously, and so when they asked me to be in it, I was absolutely bowled over, and I'm having the time of my life. I'm really, really enjoying it.
We now need to know who you're going to be in Corrie. I mean, can we have a clue? Well, you must tell us something about this one, because you couldn't tell us about the other one. Otherwise, I shall begin to wonder why you're on.
That's true. I am... I don't know how to say this. I play the part of this man who's a male escort.
True to life as ever.
I've always wanted to play a male escort. And then let your imagination run.
Is this a part which is quite brief, or are you going to be in it for quite a while?
Funnily enough, I'm going to be in it for quite a while.
Oh, fun. I mean, as you say, great actor, and you are a great actor,
Well, I
but
don't know.
many great actors aspire to this.
Yes.
But what's it like joining that family? Because, I mean,
It
some of
was
them have been
just
there an awful
wonderful.
long time.
I just had to... I'm having the time of my life. I'm loving every minute of it. And they're just so nice and very easygoing. And it's kind of nerve-wracking going on the set. And, you know, all those sets that you've seen for hundreds of years. No, sorry, not hundreds.
Well,
many
more
years.
than 50.
No, it's 50 years.
50 years.
So to go to, you know, to be on that set, oh, it's just extraordinary. I was a bit nervous to start with, but I'm right now.
Did you go in the Rovers then?
Yeah, went in the Rovers. I've got a scene in the Rovers next week, I think. Yes.
So
Can
when
you imagine?
So you're appearing quite quickly. We're going to see you quite shortly.
I think it starts in the second or third week of December.
Yeah.
So
Oh, right.
over the
Not
Christmas
long to wait.
period, yeah. And I can't really tell you what my... I can't tell you very much about it. But
Well,
it's
I
just
don't
it's
know.
very
We're going to
exciting.
fill the next quarter of an hour. It's beating
We
me.
can talk about you.
No, I'm very boring. They know far too much about me. But great fun. Are you doing panto this year again?
I'm doing panto because, you know, I love
Can you
doing
tell me
panto.
what you're playing?
Yes, I'm playing... I don't know what he says. He's called Flesh Creep in Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes.
And,
He's the giant's henchman, I
yes.
think, isn't he?
Yes. Am I a sort of henchman? Yes, I suppose I am.
Provided it's called Jack and the Henchman,
Yes.
you can play the part.
Yes, Jack and the Henchman.
Up the
I am a bit,
beanstalk.
yeah. But I love doing pantos, you know, and apart from the fact that I have a lot of fun doing it, and all the rules you have with the theatre, because, you know, every year I do theatre or something very serious in the theatre, and, you know, you have to be, well, you can't, you know, giggle, you can't
serious
stop
stuff.
the show, or you can't forget your lines, really. When I'm doing panto, I can forget my lines, I can stop the show, I can bring anyone up from the stage, I can just break all the rules, and it's the greatest fun. I love every second.
A word to the wise. Don't do it in Coronation Street.
No,
Whatever your part is.
no.
Great to talk to you.
Yeah, lovely to talk to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Havers.
Thank you so much.